Hello everyone, it's King Sloth back again with a brand new video. Before I start this, I want to say down below there will be a link to my gaming channel on YouTube where I do all my live streams now for gaming are going to be over there. It takes 2 seconds to go and subscribe, and if you have any questions, it would be faster for me to answer them on the live streams over there than waiting for me to make a video for it. But today's video, as you can tell by the title, is how much do I get paid during phase 1 training. Phase 1, as you can expect, is definitely the lowest wage you could possibly be on while you're in the army. You're not technically a soldier until you've finished phase 1 training. You haven't done the basics until you've finished, until you've passed off. You're not there. So the pay is going to be the lowest. However, I'm going to go through how much you get paid before tax, after tax. Obviously, tax sometimes, most of the time, they're different depending on how much you've earned beforehand. I'll go through how much I should have been paid compared to what other people get paid. Also going to go through the ways, like on some months you get paid extra, and some months you get paid less, sort of thing. It will all make sense eventually. I'll explain throughout the whole video. The first thing I need to talk about is the ways that you can get extra money during phase 1 training, which a lot of people don't realise actually happens. So the first way you get extra money is actually while you're on exercise. While you're on exercise with the army and you're not on camp, such as I did my phase 1 in Winchester, and when I wasn't on camp for more than 4 days, they won't charge you for food, because as you know, you do eat every day, 3 times a day in phase 1 training. Like minimum, I think sometimes you can get we used to go to the welfare and have like a bit of snacks. Like if you want to buy stuff for yourself, you can. But 3 meals a day, I think it's £121 per month. It works out at, which when you think about it, every day 3 meals, like including weekends, you're covered. However, when you're on exercise, obviously you're not taking that into consideration. You're not taking their food that you're going to be using per day. They work that out. They know when you're not there, so they don't have to make the extra food. This means that they can backdate that money. So on that month, where usually it's £121 spent on daily charges, it goes down to like what, 90, so an extra £30 onto your wage, which is, it might not seem like a lot, but in phase 1, £30 is probably all you need. Another thing where money can get deducted, and I saw it happen quite a lot in phase 1, to make sure when you get to phase 1 to follow these really, really simple instructions that can save you a lot of heartache when you go there. Write in all your kit. Write your name, your regi number in every single piece of kit you got, especially like the gloves, like the winter gloves. You can get the like thick. People will try and steal stuff when they've lost it, because they know they're going to get charged. Myself, I had someone steal ear defenders, winter gloves. I think one I actually tried to steal, what was it? He tried to steal a combat jacket, but I had my name in it. Literally, I was like, look, you need to give that back, it's mine. So I eventually got that back. But I got charged for ear defenders and gloves. I think it was like £60. The kit's not cheap that the army give you. They charge like an arm and a leg to get that stuff back. So there you go, that's one way you get more money, which you go on exercise, you get paid more money. And if you lose kit, I say you get less money, because you're going to have to pay for it one way or another. But I'm guessing that most of you here to want to know how much you get paid before and after taxes. Obviously, national insurance and stuff, I won't include that. But before any deductions are taking place, I was getting on a monthly basis, without anything taken like extra off or on, £1,267 per month. That sounds like not a lot. It also gets a bit less once you take off the £120 food, £20 accommodation, because obviously you have to pay for somewhere to live. You're paying to stay in their block, which is completely fine. I think it was like £20, if that. Then obviously you got your tax, your national insurance, and you pay as you earn, which as soon as you go in, you're into a pension scheme. You pay as you earn is your pension scheme, which I might do a video on in the future, but it's a lot of numbers, and oh god, the pain. But after all that's done, after all the deductions are taking place, you've of course got your final wage packet. But a bit of advice once again before I even say this: send some stuff into savings. As soon as you get that money, send it. If you've got bills back at home, send it straight for the bills. Cover your bills. Send some stuff into saving and leave the smallest amount for yourself. Because in phase one, you're not going to need to buy extra food. You're not going to be wanting to buy like extra fizzy drinks, stuff like that, because you're going to be shredding weight. In reality, when I went there to phase one, I was there like, I'm going to lose so much weight because I'm not going to eat like a pig. I want to eat healthy. I'm doing fizz a lot during phase one training. But yeah, so have the minimum amount. Like I used to cover myself for like boot polish, and that was literally around it. Boot polish. If I wanted any money, like I'd just go to my bank. But I used to literally just cover myself for the basics. Like need new toothpaste, go and get it, sort of thing. Just the little bits. So send most stuff home so you have something to fall back on. But the pay I get after all my deductions were taking place, I just looked at this before I started, is £967. That, considering that's like a month of full-on intensive phase one training, that might not seem like a lot to you. However, what you got to think about is, technically your rent, you stay in the block, that's been taken out. Your food has been taken out already, that's already paid for. You can have as much food as you like when you're there. As much food as you can physically fit on your plate. You can chuck it all on if you want. It's already covered. So in reality, that £967 is all free cash to you. You can spend it however you like. I had people that were going to Southampton on the weekends after 6 weeks you're allowed on the weekends. They were going to Southampton and buying like expensive designer trainers, and it was amazing. People who had never had that sort of money before have suddenly came to money and they can spend it however they like. But yeah, I hope this video does help. I hope it doesn't deter you in any way. Yes, the wage is quite low for phase one, considering what the work you're actually asking us to do in the future. It is quite low. However, for what you're doing, you're gaining experience. So if I could survive and I had a stepdaughter at home and a wife, anyone could survive on that wage. But yeah, it's been King Sloth. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Adios.